Hi, friends. Well, we've woken our bears up from hibernating, and when they woke up, they were hungry. So I've gotten them their snack, and then they wanted to hear a story. I picked out a really good story that I think our bears are going to like and that you are going to like. All right, bears. I see that you have your snack. Let's see if they remember our Give Me 5 rules for listening to a story. Eyes on the speaker, listening ears, quiet mouth, quiet body, and pause to your own self. I think they've got it. Let's listen to our story. Okay, the story that I picked out is Bear Has a Story to Tell. That's the title. Bear Has a Story to Tell. Ooh, and let's look at the picture on the cover. Who do you think the characters are in this story? I see a bear and I see a little duck. Well, I wonder what Bear's story is that he wants to tell. Let's find out. It was almost winter, and Bear was getting sleepy. Oh, he does look very sleepy. But first, Bear had a story to tell. Mouse, would you like to hear a story? Asked Bear with a great big yawn. I'm sorry, Bear, said Mouse, but it is almost winter and I have many seeds to gather. Oh. Bear helped Mouse find seeds on the forest floor. Do you think that was kind of Bear? I think it was too. When they had finished, Mouse said, "See you soon," and tunneled underground to wait for spring. He's finding somewhere warm to spend his winter. Bear took slow, sleepy steps through the forest, and fallen leaves crunched under his feet. He's so sleepy. "Hello, Duck," said Bear, sitting down to rest his tired legs. "Would you like to hear a story?" "Quack, quack, quack. I am sorry, Bear," said Duck, "but it is almost winter, and I am getting ready to fly south. Quack, quack." "I will miss you, Duck," said Bear, and he raised a paw to check the direction of the wind. "Quack, I will miss you too," said Duck, and off he flew. Where do you think the duck is going to spend his winter? The sun was heavy and hung low in the sky. Bear's eyelids were getting heavy too. He counted colors to stay awake. 3 pink clouds, 2 red leaves, 1 green. "Frog! Hello," said Bear. "Would you like to hear a story?" "Ribbit." "I am sorry, Bear," said Frog, "but it is almost winter, and I have to find a warm place to sleep, Ribbit." Bear dug a frog-sized hole between 2 evergreen trees. Then he tucked Frog in under a blanket of leaves and pine needles. "Ribbit, ribbit." "Thank you, Bear," said Frog. "I will see you in the spring. Ribbit, ribbit." Bear leaned against the oak tree. He stretched and yawned and scratched at his belly. "I wonder if Mole is awake," Bear thought. Ooh. "Mole, are you there? Mole?" Mole was already asleep. "Oh, good night, Mole." Bear said Bear with a sigh. Oh. The first winter snowflakes began to fall. Many months passed and the sun returned. It melted the snow and woke up the trees. Bear rolled out under the green grass. "It's spring," he said. "Now I can tell my story." Here he was hibernating. And look at the trees in this picture. And he rolled out of his cave. It's spring. But first, Bear brought Mouse an acorn. "Thank you, Bear," said Mouse. Mouse was hungry after a long winter. "Welcome home, Duck," called Bear. "You must be tired from your journey." Bear showed Duck a shady mud puddle he'd found. Oh. Bear placed Frog in the sunshine till he was warm and awake. Frog opened one eye, then the other. "Good morning," said Bear. Bear, Mouse, Duck, and Frog waited all day for Mole to wake up. Finally, Mole poked his nose out into the moonlight. "Mole," said Bear, "would you like to hear a story?" Oh. Bear gathered his friends. He sat up straight and cleared his throat. He puffed out his chest, and with all of his friends listening, Bear could not remember his story. "It was such a good story," he said, hanging his head. "Oh, but winter is very long and for a bear to remember." He forgot, and the friends sat together for a quiet minute. Then Mouse said, "Maybe your story is about a bear." And Duck said, "Quack, quack. Maybe your story is about the busy time just before winter." "Ribbit, I think there should be other characters too," suggested Frog. "Like a mole," said Mole, "and a mouse, and a duck, and a frog." Bear sat up straight again. He cleared his throat, puffed out his chest, and began his story with, "It was almost winter, and Bear was getting sleepy." The end. What did you think about that story, little bears? Do you think bears' friends are kind to each other? I think so too. I thought they were very kind to each other. I wonder what you think Bear's story would be about. Why don't you tell the grown-up that's with you? I hope you like that story. I really like that story. So say goodbye to our bears, and I will see you soon. Mwah. Be safe, be helpful, be kind. Bye-bye.